One of the best Samsung mid-range phones ever is the Galaxy A51. Released in the end of 2019, the A51 is almost 4 years old. Despite its age, there are many people who use this phone, and I have even seen some who still consider buying it. In this video I am going to give my opinion about this device and tell you if the A51 is still worth it in 2023. When it comes to the build quality, the A51 doesn't feel as premium since it is made of plastic. The front is glass, but the back and the frames are from plastic. Because it is made of that material, the A51 is very light and honestly it doesn't feel that good. On the other hand, it has an upside since if you drop it the back won't crack because it isn't glass. The A51 has a 6.5-inch OLED display. When it comes to mid-range phones, the display of the A51 is still good. It is a full HD panel, which is a standard even in 2023. The colors are very accurate and it gets bright outside, but it struggles a bit in direct sunlight. As expected, it is only a 60Hz panel since it was released before Samsung gave phones a high refresh rate. The A51 came with Android 10 but can be upgraded up to Android 13. The software experience isn't as good as flagships, but this is to be expected from an old mid-range device. The A51 is powered by the Exynos 9611 and performance isn't good at all. Apps and games take a long time to load and it lags quite a bit. It isn't terrible, but it doesn't give you a great experience. The A51 comes with 64 or 128 GB of storage paired with 4, 6, or 8 GB of RAM. The Galaxy A54 comes with 4 rear cameras, but only 2 are actually useful. The main camera in daylight takes sharp pictures with good colors, but the dynamic range is weak. The ultra-wide camera isn't as sharp as the main one, but in daylight images are still okay. Both these cameras support night mode and the results aren't that great but acceptable. The depth sensor and the macro lens didn't serve any purpose to me. The front camera is also mediocre. Pictures aren't sharp and skin colors are nowhere near as accurate. The A51 can shoot 4K videos from the front and rear cameras, but because it lacks OIS the results aren't that good. The Galaxy A51 has only a bottom-firing mono speaker. Sound from this speaker is loud, but it's not as clear, and I would have loved to see stereo speakers. A headphone jack, however, is present and it is amazing. When I first got the A51, its battery life was amazing. Nowadays, however, the battery has degraded and it doesn't last me as long. I don't even want to replace the battery since it isn't worth it anymore. The A51 supports charging up to 15 watts, but wireless charging is missing. The A51 has an optical in-display fingerprint scanner. This scanner is just okay. It isn't the fastest, but it does the job most of the time. A face scanner is present and it is faster than the other option. So, is the A51 still worth it in 2023? Honestly, no. This device was a good mid-range in its first and second year, but as tech progresses this phone is being outdated. If you still have this phone, I think it is time to upgrade since it isn't really worth keeping it or investing on replacement parts. On the other hand, if you are planning to buy the A51, I say don't do it and look for better alternatives. If you did enjoy this video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you for watching and please consider subscribing to my channel.